Welcome to my channel. Do you feel confused every time you study English grammar? What if I tell you that improving grammar can actually be easy and simple? Stay with me till the end, because today I will show you easy ways to improve your English grammar without stress or fear. Chapter 1. Why many learners find English grammar difficult. Many English learners think grammar is the hardest part of learning English. When they open a grammar book and see many rules, tenses, and structures, they feel confused and nervous. Some learners even stop learning because they think grammar is too difficult. But here is the truth. Grammar is not as difficult as people think. The real problem is that many learners try to learn too much too fast. They try to memorize every rule, every tense, and every exception at the same time. And because of that, their brain becomes overloaded. Let me tell you something very important. Grammar is not mathematics. You do not need to memorize everything perfectly. Grammar becomes easier slowly through daily exposure and practice. Think about children learning their first language. They do not study grammar books in the beginning. They listen, they speak, they make mistakes, and slowly they learn sentence patterns naturally. English grammar can improve the same way. Another big problem is fear. Many learners are afraid of making grammar mistakes. They think, if my grammar is wrong, people will laugh at me. Because of this fear, they stop speaking and practicing. But listen carefully. Mistakes are part of learning. Every fluent English speaker made grammar mistakes in the beginning. Mistakes are not failure. They are signs of progress. Here is a powerful truth. Grammar improves step by step, not overnight. You don't need perfect grammar to start speaking English. In fact, speaking helps your grammar improve faster. So instead of focusing on difficult rules, start with simple sentence patterns. Learn small and useful sentences. Practice them daily. Slowly, your brain will begin to understand how English works naturally. And remember, confidence is more important than perfection in the beginning. But now the question is, what are the easiest daily methods to improve grammar naturally without stress? That is exactly what we will talk about in the next chapter. Chapter 2. Easy daily habits to improve English grammar. Now, let's talk about something very important. Simple daily habits that can improve your English grammar naturally. Many learners think grammar only improves by studying long grammar books. But the truth is, small daily habits can teach you grammar in a much easier way. The first habit is reading simple English every day. You can read short stories, beginner articles, or easy conversations. When you read daily, your brain starts noticing sentence patterns automatically. You begin to understand where verbs are used, how sentences are formed, and how grammar works in real English. The second habit is listening to English. Watch simple English videos or listen to short audio lessons. Don't just listen to the words. Pay attention to how sentences are spoken. Notice how native speakers use grammar naturally. Here is something powerful. When you listen and read regularly, your brain learns grammar without pressure. The third habit is speaking simple sentences daily. This is very important. Many learners study grammar but never use it. Because of this, they forget quickly. But when you speak, grammar becomes active in your mind. For example, say simple sentences like, I am learning English, I went to school, or I will study tomorrow. Small sentences practiced daily can create big improvement over time. The fourth habit is writing short sentences or a small daily diary. Write about your day using simple English. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just write. Writing helps you notice your mistakes and improve slowly. Now, listen carefully. Practice is more important than memorization. Many learners memorize rules but cannot use them in real life. But when you use grammar daily, your brain starts learning patterns naturally. And remember this, even 10 minutes of daily practice can improve your grammar little by little. But here is another important thing. Learners also make some common grammar mistakes again and again. And if you understand these mistakes, you can improve much faster. So now the question is, what are the most common grammar mistakes beginners make, and how can you fix them easily? That is exactly what we will talk about in the next chapter. Chapter 3, Common Grammar Mistakes and How to Fix Them. Now, let's talk about some common grammar mistakes English learners make. Don't worry, making mistakes is normal. Every learner makes them. The important thing is to notice them, correct them, and improve step by step. One common mistake is using the wrong tense. For example, some learners say, "Yesterday I go to market," but the correct sentence is, "Yesterday I went to the market." Why? Because yesterday tells us it happened in the past, so we need the past form of the verb. Another common mistake is forgetting articles like a, an, and the. For example, learners may say, "I bought book," but the correct sentence is, "I bought a book." These small words are very important in English grammar. Another mistake is using incorrect verb forms. Some learners say, "She go to school," but the correct sentence is, "She goes to school." When we use he, she, or it in the present tense, the verb often changes a little. Word order is also a common problem. Some learners translate directly from their own language and create confusing sentences. For example, instead of saying, "I only like tea," they may say, "Only I like tea." Small changes in word order can completely change the meaning. Now, listen carefully. Don't panic when you make mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. In fact, every mistake you correct makes your English stronger. Here is something very powerful. Focus on one grammar point at a time. Don't try to fix everything in one day. Small corrections every day create big improvement over time. And remember, repetition is very important. When you repeat correct sentences again and again, your brain slowly remembers them naturally. But now comes the biggest secret of all. Even if you know grammar rules and understand your mistakes, you will not improve if you are not consistent. So, how can you stay consistent and improve grammar naturally without feeling stressed or tired? That is exactly what we will talk about in the next chapter. Chapter 4, How to Stay Consistent and Improve Grammar Naturally. Now comes the most important part, consistency. Because you can learn grammar rules, you can correct your mistakes, and you can practice speaking. But if you don't stay consistent, your grammar will not improve. Many learners study grammar for 1 or 2 days with full energy. They watch many videos, read many rules, and practice a lot. But after a few days, they stop. Why? Because they don't see fast results. But listen carefully. Grammar improves slowly, step by step. Just like a plant grows little by little, your English grammar also grows with daily care and practice. Here is something very important. You don't need to study for hours every day. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused practice can create big improvement over time. So, what should you do? Create a simple daily routine. Read something easy in English. Listen to a short English video or audio. Speak a few simple sentences and write a few lines about your day. These small habits train your brain naturally. Another important thing is patience. Many learners quit because they think they are not improving. But improvement is happening even if you cannot see it immediately. At first, you may make many grammar mistakes. That is normal. Slowly, you will start noticing something amazing. Your sentences will become clearer. You will stop thinking too much before speaking. Grammar patterns will start feeling natural. And one day, you will speak English and use grammar correctly without even thinking about rules. That moment will give you confidence and motivation to continue learning. So don't rush, don't fear mistakes, and don't compare yourself to others. Remember, confidence and consistency are more important than perfection. Keep practicing daily, and your grammar will improve naturally. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Tell me what grammar problem you face the most while learning English. I read every comment, and I will help you. Keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you in the next video.